Teachers across Alberta are dedicated to finding real ways for students with significant disabilities to develop literacy skills. One of their discoveries is how supported writing activities can address the learning and communication needs of these students. In this video, you will learn about how a number of elementary teachers are using structured writing strategies to support all students in their classroom.
Before, there was no story writing. There was very little reading. There was very little independent creative thought. Everything was so prompted. And the students weren't confident. I couldn't even get them to share an answer in class without, burying their face in their hands. And now they're so eager, they're sharing, they're willing to not just share with me. I'm pretty safe. They usually share with me. They will share with a peer in the classroom. They will share with another adult in the classroom.
Having a dedicated and regular writing block creates structured and supported opportunities for students to develop the skills and confidence to express themselves in written form. A regular writing block can be especially helpful for students with disabilities. It can be an opportunity to identify unique solutions to overcome some of the barriers to writing that these students typically experience. This block includes teacher modeling, often in the form of a mini lesson, students writing while the teacher conferences with 2 or 3 students, and an opportunity for students to share what they have written. The goal of the dedicated writing block is to engage each and every student in meaningful writing activities at whatever level of independence is right for them.
Once we got comfortable with it and we built those routines into the students' day, and they became familiar with the routine of how this was going to work and that it was kind of always the same thing, but learning something new. Once they learned that and I learned that, it was great.
We are going to write a story and gather some ideas about this picture.
Teacher modeling at the beginning of the writing blocks sets the context for the writing the students will do, provides inspiration and instruction for getting started.
Who do I see in my picture?
During a mini lesson, a teacher might use pictures, objects, or create an experience to kickstart writing on a particular topic. Mini lessons are typically short, often less than 10 minutes. And this is an opportunity to explicitly teach and model strategies and techniques that students can explore and use on their own. The teacher could also use the mini lesson to model using a particular writing tool or technology.
Inside or outside? Outside.
My students wanted to learn. They want to learn, they want to be able to read, they want to be like everybody else. They just needed something to help them get there. So this provided that opportunity for them. So by very slowly building in those skills, but most importantly, the confidence.
Providing frequent and meaningful opportunities for students to write will increase their ability and confidence to communicate ideas to others. Students may work on their own, with a partner, or in small groups using the strategies or techniques modeled by the teacher during the mini lesson.
Over what?
There are a number of tools and technologies that may be used to create unique and personalized solutions for individual students. For example, low-tech solutions, like the use of letter stamps, may provide a way of writing, or alternate pencil, for some students. Higher-tech solutions might include specialized hardware or writing software, including graphic programs.
This weekend I went out to eat.
They don't have typing skills. Their speech is too unclear to use a speech-to-text type program, so we scribe for them, and that provides no barrier for them. All they have to do is think and share, and we write for them. So they might have a story prompt, or sometimes even they'll just bring us their little writing booklet and they'll say, "Can you write? I want to write a story."
So do you have an idea in your head of what you want to write about?
The teacher can use individual conference time to assess how different tools, technologies, and writing strategies are working for individual students. It also allows teachers to assess where students are at in their writing and guides further instruction. One-to-one conferencing time can also be used to help a student revise their writing. Conferencing time will vary, and teachers typically conference with 2 or 3 students a day.
And they felt
Heavy.
I love it.
I couldn't get kids to read out loud at the beginning of the year, and now they will take a book, whether it has words or not, and they will share that with a friend in the classroom, or even get up in front of the classroom and share a story.
All students need regular and meaningful opportunities to share their writing and receive feedback from their peers. Sharing can be done with partners, in small groups, or as a whole class.
And so she wants to read it to you. What's it called?
Individual students can share their writing in different ways, such as reading it aloud, projecting it on the whiteboard for another person to read aloud, recording the text on their personal communication device. A regular sharing time allows each and every student to see themselves as a writer and communicator.
So when we read the story back to them, they are literally amazed that they have created this story, and it sounds just like a story that they would read in a book. It sounds the same as what somebody else would do, and they're super proud of themselves that they have independently created something amazing. So I think, if they're able to produce something that they couldn't before, there's obviously learning going on. And they're able to retain that, and they're able to use that to move forward. So I would say that's definitely a pretty visible learning process.